This is Semen Retention and the Fight for Your Masculinity Part 8. I wanted to shoot this video, and I had to put my emotions in check. But it's just a very aggravating situation, because, there's those type of people that will contact you and all it is drama. It's always a negative situation. It's always this reoccurring same situation over and over again, whether it be your boyfriend or girlfriend or, their mother or an aunt or some family member, and just for as an individual, when it comes to like your own mental space, and taking care of yourself and knowing that you do yourself a disservice to always be taking on other people's problems. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have been there for them for multiple situations and you giving them perspective and you give them advice. But at the same time, it's like, in what way are you applying the information that I'm giving you? And it's like you as an individual, but most importantly as a man, I see men all the time being manipulated by women. And that shit gets aggravating. That shit is starting to piss me off, because it's like these type of situations is what reaffirms for me why I want to be single, why I choose to be single. You know what I'm saying? Because men be out here and they'll be in their early 20s and they'll be having kids and stuff like that. And they haven't even gotten themselves mentally, spiritually, physically, financially stable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't even gotten yourself together to a point where you can actually handle the responsibility of and what is required of you to take care of a child. You know what I'm saying? To be responsible. You know what I'm saying? And then, you got men that are in and out of the system. You know what I'm saying? They got the judge and the state in their pockets, making them pay, making them pay child support and shit. Like, that is just so far from me. Like, I speak a lot on this channel about autonomy and being free. That is everything that goes against it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make your life just about you anymore once you have a child. You know what I'm saying? Because you have created something that is incapable of really taking care of itself for like 18 years. You feel me? Like, and to constantly see people with their drama and taking what's going on to social media, and they're either painting themselves to be the victim, you know what I'm saying, or it's like they're not owning up to the fact that they consciously created this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you consciously created this situation. You put yourself in this position. Why are you not holding yourself accountable? You know what I'm saying? Whether it be man or woman, what are you doing to keep this situation going on? Why have you not broken the cycle? Why are people not understanding that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have people in my inbox going through the same shit over and over and over again. Like, I don't have time for that shit. I do not have time for that. I have my responsibilities. I have things that I need to do for myself. But you constantly hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you got to be doing something wrong. That shit is aggravating. That shit really pisses me off. And just come around people that's just negative. They negative all the time. Just negative, negative, negative. Like, come on. You feel me? What are you going to do to develop some happiness and a sense of satisfaction within your own self? Like, what the fuck are you going to do? What the fuck are you going to do? Because you're only going to get so many chances to learn from your mistakes and the choices that you're making. And you keep going through the same shit over and over again. Don't come in my inbox dumping that shit on me. You feel me? Fucking up my day. Like, I'm all for being a listening ear and giving you some practical steps to handle your situation. But day in and day out, as soon as the message pops in, it's some negative shit. I'm sick of that shit. I cut somebody off for that. You know what I'm saying? It got to the point, and it's like people will get caught up in these situations for being reckless with their energy, and they want to pull you into it to handle the situation. You know what I'm saying? And get you involved in some shit that didn't have nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not gonna keep doing this shit. We're not gonna keep doing that. Cause it don't matter who the fuck that person is. Cut them off. Cut them off. You know what I'm saying? Because that's only going to hurt you in the long run. Having people in your space that just constantly bring you down to a negative, you can't effectively do what you need to do in your own life. taking on their energy. I'm sick of that shit. That shit makes me mad, bro. Like it's been what positivity has come from our relationship outside of me, getting you to a mental place or a mental space where you actually feel comfortable with tackling and handling what's going on. But that's me giving you my energy. You're not reciprocating that energy. Like that shit making me mad. Like, because that's an individual that I'm talking about, bro. And granted, you have people who find themselves in situations that they didn't create. You know what I'm saying? But once you start being aware, if I give you some insight that's made you more aware as to what you may have been doing to kind of continue the situation going on and on, now you must be held accountable for your shit. Because at the end of the day, when you see men and they're in toxic relationships with women that constantly manipulate them emotionally, the man got to be held accountable for not knowing himself enough to know that he needs to separate himself from that situation. No matter how much you love her, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at shit logically and be like, how is she really contributing to my overall well-being? Like, how is she helping me outside of just take the relationship, the intimacy out of this shit? Like, where do we connect? How is she making my life better just from her bringing me to a better awareness of things and helping me get my center back? Like when she sees me out of whack, like how is this a symbiotic relationship? But no, you got people being caught up in their emotional attachments and their sexual attachment to people. And that's just a human, that's just being a human. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like, if you want to have healthy relationships with people and you want to achieve more out of life, you're going to have to make certain changes. You're going to have to change how you relate to yourself and how you relate to other people and develop a higher understanding, of yourself and delve deeper into yourself, So when it comes to like men and men being caught up in their sexual desires and then, they're at the whim of their sexual energies, it's bringing them to a low place. You know what I'm saying? But, like men need to be held accountable just as much as women need to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's only so much you can do for people. And they just gonna have to go it alone. Because there's a lot of people out here who act like they haven't had anybody in their corner. And then as soon as you don't want to keep giving them your energy and giving them your time, and you see them being stuck in the same situation and they start to pull you down, then they want to come at you like you've been the enemy. Like, oh, nobody believes in me. And I'm like, no. Like, we in a different time now. Fuck all of that shit. I'm not finna sit here and just keep putting myself in positions where I'm suffering and it's bringing me down and it's making me unhappy because that next person can't deal with their own bullshit, especially if you've been there and you've been supported. That shit gets aggravating. It's redundant. It's the same stuff over and over again. Individuals like me who want to actually help people and see people get better. You cannot help somebody who does not want to help themselves because they have a responsibility. You cannot make them get up in the morning and do what the fuck they need to do and make changes that they need to make. And that's not your responsibility. You have everyone has a responsibility for their own life and it should not be put on somebody else. So that's all I wanted to say. Like, I'm willing to go the much harder path and be single and do what I need to do for myself and be in my own space and keep doing that work on myself, in terms of the things that I want to change, while other people just keep running from themselves and keep getting caught up in these relationships and keep being, taken advantage of. But we're not doing that here. We're not doing that here. So men need to be better men, or they're not going to survive. You know what I'm saying? Like, men need to start to learn to have control over their sex drive and start making better decisions, or, only the strong will survive. But I don't feel sympathy for no man who continues to put himself in the same position over and over again and who doesn't want to learn their lessons. And that's just what it's going to be. That's going to be my position on it. So like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll drop another video for you guys. Salud.